April 26, 2023 Daily Bread. Passage, Romans chapter 7, verses 14 through 25. Key verse 25, titled, Delivered Through Jesus Christ. We know that the law is spiritual, but I am unspiritual, sold as a slave to sin. I do not understand what I do, for what I want to do, I do not do, but what I hate, I do. And if I do what I do not want to do, I agree that the law is good. As it is no longer I myself who do it, but it is sin living in me. For I know that good itself does not dwell in me, that is, in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. Now if I do what I do not want to do, it is no longer I who do it, but it is sin living in me that does it. So I find this law at work. Although I want to do good, evil is right there with me. For in my inner being I delight in God's law, but I see another law at work in me, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin at work within me. What a wretched man I am! Who will rescue me from this body that is subject to death? Thanks be to God, who delivers me through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then, I myself, in my mind, am a slave to God's law, but in my sinful nature, a slave to the law of sin. Daily Bread Message. The law is holy, spiritual, and good, but we are not. We all have sinful natures. Much as we want to be slaves to righteousness and offer our bodies to God, we are still bound to sin. We do what we do not want to do, sin. We do what we don't want to do, righteousness. We sometimes feel like we have split personalities. We really want to obey God's commandments. We want to live as good Christians. But try as we may, we cannot get rid of our sinful nature. So what do? Paul calls the sinful nature evil. That is right there with me. This is what causes the battle inside of us. We delight in God's law. We love Bible study and time spent in prayer, convening with our God. But there is another law at work, which wages war in us, making us a prisoner of the law of sin. So again, what do? First, we recognize our wretchedness. We admit we can't get rid of our sin on our own. Then we cry out for a rescuer. We admit that only Jesus Christ, our Lord, can rescue us from the body of sin and death. And then we thank God for Him who saved us. Prayer. Father, thank you so much for your Son. We are powerless on our own. Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord for our deliverance. One word, we are saved through Jesus Christ.